So Locust Project has allowed me to bring the audience experience to the forefront. And I think a lot of times it's very easy to get heady with artwork. So with this experience, if the audience doesn't engage, then half of the work isn't there. So the audience finalizes, or they put the finishing touches on what I desire to create with this work. Hi, I'm Eliott Mansa, and this is my exhibit, Room for the Living, Room for the Dead. So I think as you come in, the first thing you see is this central piece of furniture, right? And this furniture is another representation of Bantu Congo image. And this image represents how the soul kind of, for lack of a better word, transmigrates. So it's very similar to reincarnation, so that the better a person lives, the more they could develop their spirit. So these patterns are repeated over and over in the space, and they almost operate as abstraction, but may be seen as decoration almost. And I think it's one of those things where I feel like I can place art behind the experience. And if that makes sense, normally art is placed in front. Walking into the space, I think I want to tap into memories, right? Because when I grew up, everyone had these living rooms that were precious, and we weren't able to actually live in the living room. It was a space that was pristine and private. And now as I look back, I think of these spaces as almost shrines. So I want to create a space that, if it has holiness, it's holy with what people bring to them. So I think my experience at Locust Projects has allowed me to center the experience of the viewer with the work, rather than some of the headiness that sometimes can happen within the white cube, where rather than just looking, you can be, and you could have an all-around experience with the work. I'm also dealing with the memory of the viewers, because we all have experiences with South Florida architecture, and that recognition is pivotal. Another important thing is that not only are we dealing with memory, but we're creating room for future memories to enjoy the space, to play dominoes, to play cards, to listen to music, flip through the records, look through the bookshelf, and to have moments lived in the space. Working with Locust Projects, it gave me the experience to be able to incorporate the audience into an interactive space, right? And I think that a lot of times as an artist, we're concept heavy. So there's a point where I wasn't sure whether or not I could really engage with the viewers and with the community that the work is inspired by. I think moving forward, I want to also bring maybe these architectural elements, and also find ways to engage the audience in another level beyond the materiality of the work that I deal with. I'm Eliott, and I want to thank you all for coming by the space.